Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be talking to y'all about a pain relieving body oil that's really great for all those aches and pains and that you don't want to take medication for. So just so you know, I'm probably bouncing a little bit because I'm bouncing my son, so you might be hearing him in the background. So right now what I want to talk to you about is the body oil. Now this is something that's topical. You're only going to use it on your skin. You're not going to ingest it, so you're not going to swallow it or anything like that. So all you're going to need is a glass jar, preferably with a lid. And or you can use a novelty bottle. This is one of those little novelty bottles I got from Hobby Lobby. Really cheap. Go when there's like a good sale on, when they have the glass stuff for like 50% off, and $1. Super easy. Olive oil, rosemary oil, peppermint oil, and eucalyptus oil. Now these are really great oils, especially for relieving pain. I did not realize how much it actually worked, because I used it for, you know, putting the things together just to see if it would actually work and help Albert with his muscle pains. And I didn't even think about making a video about this until this morning when I couldn't go back to sleep and I was having a really bad issue with a headache, and I was about to go and get some Advil, and then I remembered, oh my gosh, wait, I had used this before for a headache. Let me go and get my oil. So I went and got my oil, put it on my forehead. My pain went away within like 30 minutes. Usually about the same process it takes for like an Advil or an aspirin to kick in. And for me, I have to take about 800 milligrams of aspirin just for it to kick in and work. So for me, I have to take a lot of medication because my body's used to it over the years. And that's why I'm trying so hard to get away from medication and to detox my body. Well, I was having a headache because I was detoxing, and that's one of the side effects of a detox, is you get a lot of headache pains. Your body is fatigued because it's getting rid of all that nasty stuff. So this is really great for an alternative if you don't want to use oral medication. I am an herbalist. I like to work with herbs instead of actual chemical medications. I have taken organic chemistry, so I do know what most of this stuff is made out of. I've had to make aspirin before, so I know what that stuff entails, and it's not good for you. It's really bad for you. Anybody or any doctor that says it's good for you is lying. Please, if you can measure against it, please do not take medications unless you absolutely have to. So anyway, what I suggest is to fill it all the way up with the olive oil, fill it all the way to the neck, leave the room. Depends on what type of jar or bottle you're using. I have to leave a little bit of room because it stops about there for me. I usually use a higher concentration of oils this time. I used about 10 of rosemary, 10 of peppermint, and 10 of eucalyptus. I didn't just use 10, period. I used about 10. Sometimes I think I used about 15 drops. So it's just going to be depending on how potent you want it to be. I need it to be very potent for me because of my headaches. They are really bad, and it usually takes a lot to get rid of them. So when I actually originally used this for Albert, it turned out really well for him. It helped out with his aches and pains really well, especially after, you know, he got off a really bad day of work and his shoulders were hurting or his back was hurting. This is what I would use on him. And it really helped him out, got him to where he could go to sleep and he'll be fine. Now, granted, it also would help with a headache, and I found this out after I had a really bad headache at one point, and I noticed that, you know, it was really helping Albert out, so I wanted to see if it would help out with a headache, and it actually did. It helped out so much. I was surprised. Then there was another time that I actually used it on my stomach because I was having some sort of stomach pain. Women, you can use this for your menstrual cycles. This actually helps with cramps. So this is an overall use. This bottle is so great. I love it. I love the way that it can work for almost every ache and pain that you have, and you're not having to fill your body full of toxic chemicals and toxins that just aren't good for you, no matter how many times a doctor may say it is. It's not. Granted, I can't say this for everybody, because there are some times where you have to take medication for certain things until you're able to get off that medication, if you can get off of it. So I understand where this is not going to be an all-fixer for everything. But it should be able to help you, especially with minor aches and pains and headaches. I don't know so much about migraines, because I do not have migraines. And I know those are a lot worse than just headaches. But this is just something that you can maybe step back, and instead of using a Tylenol for every single thing that you need, try this out. See if it works for you. It works for me and it works for Albert. Now granted, I'm going to say this, please do not use this on children. It has a very high concentrated amount of oil in it. Do not use this on infants. Do not use this on toddlers. Stick with the medication that is directed by doctors. I know this is contradictory of what I just stated, but unless you know exactly what you're doing with herbs, do not use this on kids. Not unless they're, 12 years old and older. Maybe then. I wouldn't even suggest using it on small children, or even children that are around the age of 5. Wait until they're 12 years old to use this, unless you know exactly what you're doing with oils. If you're a newbie, you don't know how to work with oils, please do not do this. So, anyway, I really found this to be really great for me. I hope this works out great for you. I will be putting a description of the recipe in the description box. If you'd like to see more of these types of videos, please subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.